The story you're about to see is true. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Welcome to Tales from Western New York. I'm your host, Joe Brown, with my cohort, Mick Flo.
What's up, everybody?
How's your week going, Mick?
Good. How's yours?
Going good.
That's good.
We want to give a shout out to our friend Chris Elliott out there at the Buffalo Zoo today.
What up, buddy? How you doing? Hi, Mackenzie. Hi, Jess.
So we're reading the police blotter from Monday, June the 20th to Sunday, June the 26th. Some interesting stuff this week, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, a lot of shenanigans.
So let's get started. Monday, June the 20th. Monday, June the 20th. I don't know why I keep on saying May.
It's not May. It's June.
June,
it's almost July.
It's almost July. I can't
Tomorrow
believe
is...
that.
No. The day after tomorrow is July.
I can't believe that already.
Yeah,
wow,
it's
this
crazy.
month's gone by fast. A man stated that a person in their 20s was highly intoxicated and kept falling while attempting to walk. Wow. What time was this? Was it late at night? Most people leave the bar. Maybe he was walking home. Help that gentleman up.
Could have been, yeah.
A Keller Avenue resident reported a man barefoot wearing jeans and a tie-dye shirt was taking photographs of her neighbor's house. Patrol stated the man was hand-feeding birds that he raised. So, was it his house? Whose house? I need to know these things.
It's kind of a strange thing. If he's feeding birds that were his, wouldn't it be his house?
But how was he taking photographs? This is strange.
It's also strange, yeah, because he would have been taking photographs and feeding birds. That's a very strange call.
Was this a jealous neighbor?
Could have been, yeah. Maybe the guy was jealous. Maybe the one who was feeding birds, he shouldn't have been doing that.
Maybe. A Tremaine Avenue resident reported that her son's car was broken into sometime last night. The window was smashed and some items were taken. The problem with this, you have to go to the police on this, and then hopefully you have some glass insurance.
Yeah, you really have to have glass insurance because you don't want to have to pay for something like that. I mean, and it's cheap too. Like glass insurance is like $3 or whatever a month, or $5 a month. So it'd just be easier on everybody.
A Hazelton Avenue resident stated that someone took a tent that was set up in her backyard. Well, maybe he thought it was a home you're giving them. People are so nice to leave tents in their backyard.
Right? Somewhere to camp out, in your own neighborhood. You just kind of pick a yard and hang out in somebody else's tent. That's cool. Yeah, good plan.
Well, if I didn't have a pool back in the day and the neighbors did, why not jump in?
Oh, yeah, that's true. We did have lots of neighbors when I was growing up, jumping in my dad's pool.
Oh, what bastards then.
Although I think we knew most of them.
Well, Tuesday, June the 21st. A passerby reported that a female who wasn't wearing shoes was sitting on the curb on Colvin Boulevard and waving at cars. What's so wrong with this, people? Somebody was friendly and waving at cars. It's not like she's throwing glass bottles.
Right.
She was a hippie. Probably drunk as a skunk though.
It could have been a lot worse. She was just being overly friendly. Maybe wave back. Be nice.
Yes, wave back. A McKinley Avenue resident reported receiving a call from the Kenmore Police Department regarding a vehicle being entered. He checked his vehicle and stated that the only thing that was missing was his wife's wheel locks. People, leave people's cars alone. People pay a lot. Goddamn you thieves. I hope you get caught. A Hoover Avenue resident reported that some lawn decorations were taken overnight. I blame lawn gnomes. Those things are evil looking. Have you ever seen one?
Mm-hmm. Or pink flamingos. Those are just...
No.
Those are awful.
Those are Florida things. We should
Well,
not have those in Buffalo.
Well, they are. They're all over the place in
Those
Buffalo.
are disgusting.
They are.
Nope.
There's no reason for
Lawnmowers, pink lawn.
lawn gnomes or pink flamingos. Get rid of these things. When people come and steal them, just let them take them. Who cares?
Wednesday, June the 22nd, a Stillwell Avenue resident reported that a group of youths threw eggs at his house. He was unable to determine which way they were headed. Why can't you throw some bacon for this guy? Maybe he could have had a good thing like, oh, we're going to read you one later on about some siding. Maybe that's where you throw the eggs and the bacon on the siding.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
We'll talk about that when we get back to that one.
Have yourself a meal in the morning.
Oh, yeah. A Lincoln Boulevard resident reported that there was a female going through her garbage. Hey, what's one man's trash is another man's treasure.
It's true. People garbage pick all the time. That's why we leave things at the curb. Just, you don't want it, somebody else might want it.
Yep.
And they might even scrap it, too. Make some money off of it.
A Delaware Avenue resident reported about 15 kids fighting in a business parking lot. Yo, they probably weren't fighting. They were probably playing tag or what's that other one? Hide and go seek.
Yeah.
Or
Could have
duck goose.
Could have been doing anything like that. They're kids. They're playing around.
Or playing Grand Theft Auto.
No, not until they turn 18.
Not till 18?
Yeah.
Thursday, June the 23rd, a Hamilton Boulevard resident reported a suspicious male that ran through her yard. Was this in the front of the yard? I run on people's grass to sometimes bypass to get to a friend's yard really fast, so
Yeah. Or a shortcut to a convenience store or something like that.
don't get mad. But if it's your backyard, yeah, definitely call the cops. Maybe they were stealing something.
Yeah, could have been.
A passerby reported hearing yelling and screaming coming from an apartment on Shepherd Avenue. It probably wasn't yelling. It was probably somebody watching a movie. Seeing everybody's got what they got now. Surround sound.
Mm-hmm.
You think a war's going on? Boom, 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 boom.
Sound
I heard a
bar
gunshot.
Yeah.
No, it's just somebody's house.
Yep.
Friday, June the 24th, a Westgate Road resident reported having a video of a suspicious male going in and out of driveways. Maybe he was lost. He was trying to get somewhere. I know the other night it was hard for me. I had to text Nick to know where I was going into somebody's yard.
True.
A Shepherd Avenue resident stated that he was having problems with his neighbors. Patrols reported that he's upset because his neighbor's house is reflecting on his house and melting his home's siding. Now this is where the person needs the eggs and the bacon.
Yeah.
Throw some bacon in there, eggs on that siding if it's melting.
Cook it right up on the side of the house. Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. A phone call like that. Come on, people. Really? You're talking about a reflection of the sun. The sun is naturally beating down on everything. So that's kind of dumb. Shut up and deal with it. It's just a reflection. And if it's really bothering you that badly, tell your neighbor. Don't call the police and bother them with stupidity.
They did go to the neighbor. But then they called the cops right after. What can you do?
Yeah.
I don't think you can do anything about this.
I don't know if you can do anything about
I've
that.
never heard of this.
Yeah, no.
I'll have to ask my pappy downstairs. He'll come up with some long ass fucking story about it, but
Yeah, probably.
they'll say back in 1920 when I was there, when siding was made, we had a melting problem. We put ice cream on it or something. A McKinley Avenue resident reported that there was a bulldozer parked across the street with a radio playing and no one around. It was probably somebody working and went in their house for a drink or something. Ugh. A Victoria Boulevard resident reported a car full of kids were sitting in a car playing loud music and drinking. Were they drinking alcohol or was this soda?
What time of the day was it? And how bad was it? Because if they were just sitting there minding their own business.
Please, people, leave these kids alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Pink Floyd song says.
Yeah.
Sunday, June the 26th, an employee of a Colvin Boulevard business stated that there's an intoxicated male asking people for money. Well,
Probably.
that happens all the time on Colvin and Elmwood Strip. These people aren't really homeless. Don't give them money.
Yeah, it happens in Delaware, Ellen.
Yep.
Yeah, they're just out there trying
That's
to
how
get...
their business, and they're driving a better car than you and me can mine.
Yeah, more than likely.
An employee at an Elmwood Avenue business stated an intoxicated male drove to the store, walked in with a bottle of liquor, and was shopping. That's a gutsy thing to go into another store that you're shopping in with a bottle of liquor, and you're still drinking it.
That is pretty gutsy.
A Wabash Avenue resident stated that a silver vehicle backed out of a driveway and struck a parked car and then left eastbound towards Elmwood Avenue. That's a good call by this person to call that something happened.
Yeah.
I wish I had a neighbor like that.
Yeah, for something like that, that's a little more serious. For
Well,
sure.
yeah, because insurance companies are not going to believe you that somebody hit you or something.
Well, I was involved in a hit and run at Wegmans. My car was parked in the parking lot, and I went in to go shopping, and I came out, and my front bumper was smashed. So, and nobody saw anything, and the cameras at Wegmans are for, like, very specific things, so they didn't really have any proof, like very, very specific areas, so they didn't really have any proof as to who did it. And for something like that, I'm glad somebody called, because it happened to me. I wouldn't want it to happen to somebody else, where you're getting a hit and run, now you're insured, you got to pay out for your insurance, get your car fixed. And I was lucky I could still drive my car. If their car was hit so bad they couldn't drive it, that would really suck. Because then you got to tow it to a shop, and you got to get a rental car. That's a huge hassle.
Well, anything with the if the airbag goes off, that's total.
Then you got to total the car. Yeah. Just come on, people. Be smart. And the guy who hit that, hit them. That was terrible.
Yep. So the total calls this week was 297. I thought last week 215 was excessive. Yeah, 297 calls in 1 week.
Yeah.
That's a lot, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I also want to say, if you guys ever see funny police blotters that you see, you could always message us, and we could always put these in.
Yeah, leave some in the comment bar. Let us know if you see anything funny, or if you hear a story that's pretty funny you want us to talk about. We can always pull up video clips of it and talk a little bit about it.
This is the police blotter from Monday, June the 20th till Sunday, June the 26th. I'm Joe Brown. This is Mick Flo.
Yep.
I'm signing off. Mick.
Peace out, you motherfuckers.